Hello, welcome back to the Mighty. We're up to episode 4, and hopefully, come episode 5, if it comes by the next time I feel like streaming, I'll have a capture card, and the quality will be boosted by about multiple nice pixels and frames, and better shit. So I hope you like that one as well. Anyway, quickfire. We get upgrades in. The upgrades work. R&D. We're doing okay. We're still the 5th fastest car behind Aston Martin. Red Bull, the fastest car. We look at our ICE, 37%. That changes very quickly in qualifying. We move on to quick practice. Session 1. We get our resource points. Very nice, very good. Yeah, we love practice 1 when it gives us our resource points, because more upgrades, resource points equals upgrades. There you go. There's our session total. Yay, 1,570 through all FP sessions. I'm not redoing this is all going in one take. We get development boost, we get some acclaim. Lovely, jovely. There we go. Anyway, it's quali. My phone went off, if you didn't hear, and we're getting ready. We're watching the cutscene to drag the video out, as you do. Yay. Last time, on episode 1, it took us 6 minutes to get to quali. This time, it took us 1 minute and 15 seconds. As we get ready for our first flyer, come down, nicely done into turn 2. Beautiful apex through 3 and 4. That was very lovely. Right on where we want to be. There's a slight let off through there, but we go wide. Don't need to break into the first left-hander of that corner, into the double right-hander. Nicely done, and then we go wide. It's not been a very good lap. And then I'm a bit too scared to push fully through the chicane. But hey, we got DRS. We somehow put it in P2. We were 7 tenths behind Max. Lovely stuff. I'm going very slowly. Notice my ICE was on 67%, which is not why I'm going slowly. We start our second flyer. Then we're not very good through turn 2 or 3, which is not good for the first set of 4 corners, to be fair. Then we come down into 5 and 6. The left-hander of 5 is a big let-off. You don't need to brake through that if you want to go full push. That was 6. Then we come into the hairpin of 7. We do it very lovely. We end up not getting a very nice exit though, which kind of ruins our lap a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. But we come down into a very quick left-hander, very nicely done. You don't really need to brake as much through there, nor do you really need to lift off as much. Into 9 and 10, the double right-hander, we do it very lovely, jovely, wovely, bovely. Those are a lot of new words I made up then. Into the chicane, we would gain a lot of time through the chicane. We're always good through the chicane, and then we go wide on the exit, break track limits. But it's fine because we let off, so we didn't get our lap invalidated. Lovely. And if we did get our lap invalidated, we would have went out in Q1. Doesn't matter where we qualify, we get a 22 place grid penalty for changing our ICE because of parked permit. So doesn't matter too much. We come through the final 2 corners, DRS, and we end up getting a nice P11 for Q1, and we're into Q2. Doesn't matter, we're starting at the back whether we like it or not. Liam Lawson goes out in Q1 again. It's not long until the renewal window anyway, so we might have to replace him. As we start Q2, we start our first flyer of Q2, DRS activated, lap started into turn 2 and 3. Yet again, we're always nice through turns 2, 3 and 4. 5 and 6 on the other hand, it's a slight let off through 5, but you've got to do it really quickly, and you've got to do it perfectly to get 5 and 6 perfectly. So it's not nice. You got to do it perfectly. I've said perfectly about 20 times in the last 2 minutes. You get the idea. Anyway, as we come down into the chicane, I start to realise how repetitive I am with the words I use. Very nice through the chicane. We finish our first flyer at Q2. It was okay. We start our final flyer at Q2, which was cut to very quickly. We improve through turns 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, again, we're always good through those corners. I'm being repetitive again, I don't care. Into 5 and 6, you let off slightly, you get it nicely. Well done, look at me go, I've actually done it well. Into 7, we come down, I don't show the hairpin at 7, I do show me getting fucked over by track limits, so whatever past me was doing instead of not showing 7, I don't know. Anyway, like I said, this video is very quick fire when it comes to quali practice and the whole start. We're only 4 minutes in, and we're already into Q3. Anyway, we come through 9 and 10, we've done those pretty nicely. Very hard to mess up those corners, considering 9 is flat out. 10, you gotta get the braking nice and precise. But hey, our first flyer of Q3 done. We stick it in P4. This was the only time I drove out of the garage through the whole quali session for some reason. We come down into turn 2 and it all goes depressing and horribly wrong.
I think that's like their motto. And he goes perfect BS.
Alright, we're gonna see if second gear gains me any time. It loses me so much. Third gear through the hairpin is the way to go. Oh, why am I so bad on the turning? Oh, well, I'm going to be P17 anyway, Mark. Alright, see if I can gain 4 tenths through the final sector. Oh. We finished P7 in quality, the rest of the lap doesn't matter. Anyway, nicely done. We're going to start last. We replace the ICE. We're going to get telling off by the FIA. I'm going to forget my own language. I'm also going to start singing the start song. Sorry, right, I'm going to be mature now. Sorry. Oh! Alright. No, you can't ban Streamlabs. Oh!
Smooth operator, Carlos.
I didn't know he said that. I'll reply to that when I feel like it. Where are we? No, we're actually P17, is it? Oh, what? I thought it was 10. Oh, Liam's got one as well. Cox. I thought it was 10, not fucking 4 million. Or is it 22? Oh. Here's our strategy. We go mediums to hards. We come in lap 9. I don't come in that lap. We line up on the grid. We get a very good lineup. Alright. It's 5 red lights. It's episode 4 of our mighty career mode. It's lights out and away we go. Perez got away very well. George Russell is fighting, and George Russell took the lead. I never know he done that. And behind there, there's us making contact with our teammate and giving Liam Lawson end plate damage. Not good for Liam. Not good for the team status. And now here's the start from our point of view. It's very quick, I know, I'm sorry. And it's lights out and away we go. From our point of view, we get a very nice getaway, actually. And we're ahead of Lawson. We're going to start fighting. Ahead of Liam Lawson, on the exit of turn 1 we touch, we get a bit of damage, and then that contact caused us to come across and hit Liam, which is why Liam got the damage. Our damage wasn't enough to make us replace our front wing as we fight Sonoda through 3, and by the time we get to 4, I'm ahead of Sonoda, and ahead there's De Vries and Hulkenberg. Sorry, I need to stop with that. But there's De Vries and Hulkenberg fighting through 5s and 6. Into 7, I'm right on Nico Hulkenberg now. He's on De Vries. We're all kind of in a line. Everyone's on each other. Let's not make that sexual. But anyway, we come down into turn 8, still stuck behind Nico Hulkenberg. We get a not very nice job through 8.
I made up about 3 places. What do you mean it was okay?
You know, I'm also complaining about how Mark
compliments
my race start. So fuck you, Mark.
If you don't,
I just noticed I had my damage then. Didn't care. Didn't affect me at all, actually. So hey, the wing damage in this game isn't as severe as it was, especially in 21. When you get wing damage in 21, you're coming in whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter how little it is. It's not nice. It doesn't treat you nice. My whole Discord is blowing up as we go down the inside of Nico. Come back. Oh, I really need to stop, but I'm not gonna. But we're ahead of Hulkenberg. And we're up into P18 by the time we finish that one.
Nearly came off the throttle.
Liam really nice. And then Liam Lawson obviously comes into the pits to replace his front wing as we make contact on that one because of Logan Sargent. And then Joe locking up, and that lets us and De Vries capitalise on his mistake. And I'm into P17, De Vries is into P16. And then we're into P15. Oh no, we're into P16. And then I don't know what happened with the clip of me overtaking De Vries. Because it says it's in here on the timeline, but it didn't play. It just skipped it. So I don't know what's up with that. But we made contact with Piastri. We got a bit more damage, but it wasn't significant as we're fine and we can still drive. We're kind of chasing down Piastri. We got DRS onto lap 4. Whoa, I'm really struggling to speak right now. But we come down into turn 2. It's a late move by Piastri to come over and cover us. But we managed to get ahead of Oscar Piastri, and we're up into P15 and ahead of the McLaren.
But we're up and into P15. The damage isn't really affecting us too much.
Kind of alone for a little bit now. There's not much we can do. We're just driving. Oscar Piastri's behind us. We got Bottas and the Williams ahead of us. Luckily, the Aston, the Williams, and the Alpha Scrappen gave us an opportunity to attack them all here. Thankfully as well, because it was kind of getting lonely and boring for that whole lap. Anyway, we're going to have DRS on Valtteri Bottas. We're going to gain on him. We're going to use our battery. We're not going to catch him. We're not going to get past him this lap. But we come down into turn 2. We're behind Bottas. We have a little look down the inside, but we decide not to go for it. And we be mature. And we don't absolutely dive bomb him. We're behind Bottas. Yet again, we're still behind Bottas. Repeating myself again. Lovely start.
It'd be nice if you could ask for track temperature on her, but I don't think you can.
We started to kind of catch up to the soft runners a bit more
Can
now
you?
as well.
Track
Just because they had more
temperature.
deg than us, and their soft tyres were obviously wearing out a lot faster than us. Our mediums were wearing quite fast actually, but they're fine.
Is he just
They're not as
letting the
bad.
Aston drag
But
him
we have
along?
DRS. We're catching
You know, on
Bottas.
the
We're in a
points, it's not really a
slipstream.
good idea
We're
at this
gaining on
stage.
them. There's not much he's going to be able to do actually.
Go for it
And
into
we're just
turn
going to
two.
lunge
They
into
break
turn
it down
2.
the inside.
It was
DRS
late,
helps us
but
get
Bottas didn't
close,
fight it too
and
hard.
we
He kind of
passed
just
the
let
Alfa
us get
Romeo
past
and
him.
up into P14.
Ahead of
Yeah, I'm
us,
right with
Albon
him
and
now.
Stroll are kind of squabbling a little bit.
If I can get
Not
closer,
too
I can
much.
use
But
DRS
it
to
gives
help
us an
me this lap.
opportunity into the chicane here. I think this is the lap where it happens. Where Albon... No, this is not the lap where it happens. But we're right on Albon's gearbox now. We're giving him a good look. I think we take a good look into him,
Use
into the
ERS and
penultimate
slipstream.
corner. Oh no, we're going to fight him into the
Couldn't make a
penultimate
move
corner.
properly, but
We're going to go
for it
down
into
the
penultimate
inside of
corner.
Alex Albon
Down
and we're
the
going to
inside
get
of Albon,
past.
and we're ahead.
And we're up
And
and
into
into
P13.
P13. Yet again, I kind of
There we
forgot
go,
what
this is what I
happened.
need.
So there you go.
The field's a bit
More of a
split up
watch
now,
along
though,
for
not
me
as
as well.
close
We
to
have
the
DRS.
strong
We're going to
bit of
gain
the
on the
train
Aston
behind him.
Martin. We're not going to be able to make the move on the Aston
I've
Martin.
still
Wait,
got
we're going to have a
DRS,
good look
I
at
think
the
I should
Aston
have
Martin.
won. That
Tell
was
Stroll he looks nice today. Stay behind him because we're good. We had a little look into turn 2. Yet again, I was mature
that
and
was
did
really
not go
close
for the
to track
dive bomb.
limits.
And then into 10,
I'm right on
I'm
edge.
right on Stroll. As we come into the chicane, not much I can do to catch Stroll. A bit late on the brakes, actually almost going to the back of Stroll. I want to get past him. I really do because of our pit windows in a lap. Or I think we actually came in lap 10 instead. So that's nice. I think the strategy changed. But we're going to have DRS on Stroll. He's not going to have any DRS on Ocon. He's been losing time. And that's just an effect of the softs this race. They weren't performing very well. Mediums were doing really well. And we go around the outside of Stroll into turn 2. We're ahead of Stroll. He doesn't fight it. He has no DRS. We're in an equal car pretty much actually. But his tyre deck is a lot worse than our tyre deck. We're right behind Esteban Ocon. We're going to have DRS on Ocon. I don't remember if I actually get past Ocon here. But it feels like I can because I'm using the ERS. I was on and off with it. We come down. We're coming down into turn 2. There's a bit of me repeating myself. And it's a late move by Ocon to cover us again. Like Piastri, that's an AI thing into turn 2 round Imola that I noticed that race. They really like to do that. So thank you, Codemasters, for making them do that. And then lap 11 actually ended up being our pit window as Leclerc came in, Ocon came in, so I kind of contemplated not coming in this lap. I do end up coming in this lap. Thankfully I did, because I don't think the race would have had as good of an outcome as it did. So that's nice. We come in into the pits, just on the speed limit there. That was close. We come in with the Haas and the Alpine, the McLaren as well. I think I saw the Ferrari come in. That looks like, yeah, that's the Alphas. A lot of cars coming in. We get a good turn in. That didn't feel like a good turn in though. Really good stop, but we get stuck in by the Haas and Nico Hulkenberg. We're ahead of Gasly, who we weren't ahead of before. We were into the points. I thought, hey, I'm going to come out of the pits in the points. And then, you know, the rest of the field came in. Ocon Ocon overtook us, which was an issue. Albon re-overtook us, which is an issue. And we ended up losing one place from that pit stop. We went from P11 to P12. So that was a really big voice crack. I'm going to leave that in just because it's funny.
I'm still debating on using second or third for the chicane.
Yeah, again, it was just a bit of lonely driving. I was trying to catch up and get into the points, so I was pushing a bit hard. I was on my hard, so the tyres could have gone for a long time. So it's not the worst of ideas. It's the Williams of Albon and the Haas of Hulkenberg ahead of us as we get a bit loose on the exit of the chicane.
And then, it's just gonna be painfully long. So they're gonna use DRS to drag each other along. That's a really cool run.
They're fighting ahead of us into turn 2, which is going to slow both of them down and give us a big opportunity to try and catch them. But we kind of ruined that really through turn 2, turns 2, 3 and 4 actually, which I talked about getting perfect every lap. And then I ruined them through the chicane. Very nicely done. It's always nicely done through that chicane. It's not really hard to mess up anymore, which is weird because I remember thinking it was impossible to get perfect. Into the penultimate corner, it's just Albon and Hulkenberg kept squabbling, which is why we managed to catch up to them in the end. Because they just wanted to keep fighting, they didn't back up. I don't even think they were fighting for points, right? Oh yeah, no, they were fighting for 1 point. And they were like fighting, really, they were fighting like they were fighting for the lead. I know you were in like the 2 slowest cars on the grid. Maybe not the Williams in real life, but in the game, you know.
I'm gonna use it.
Here, I think this is what I wanted to thought happened earlier, where Albon. No, this is not where it happened. But yeah, again, it's just Albon and Hulkenberg holding each other off. I really pushed on the exit, which is why I went wide. But I managed to still be within 1 second of Albon, so I could get DRS, which was lovely, juffly, because I needed DRS to have any hope. They go wheel to wheel. Albon almost puts Hulkenberg in the wall. So that's nice. Still wheel to wheel into turn 2. So I have an opportunity to really catch him. I don't mess up turns 2, 3 and 4 this time. So I'm really with him. Through the hairpin. It's Hulkenberg, it's Albon ahead of us. Hulkenberg and Albon still fighting. Through 9 and 10, they're not properly fighting. Hulkenberg's just kind of there. This is where Albon locked up. No, it's not. So we're still behind Hulkenberg and Albon. I think they squabble again on the straight as well.
If I don't get ahead of
into the penultimate corner, I'm right behind Nico Hulkenberg. I'm still behind Albon. I'm repeating myself because there's not really much else to say. I'm going to have DRS
tiny bits of wing damage I got from that one.
I think they've got better straight line speed than us because they're just pulling away. And then here it is when Albon almost put Hulkenberg into the wall. That Hulkenberg almost died. But they're wheel to wheel through 2, and I really get so close to them. Kevin Magnussen ended up retiring due to a mechanical failure. I think that's our only DNF of the race.
Won't even give us a VSC.
Crash-wise, if you watch Motorsport for the crash, you're not going to enjoy this race. Luckily, not a lot of people do that anymore. So, yay, this has been a really good race. It would have been entertaining if it was real life. As we come down into the chicane, lock up from Albon, which gives us an opportunity to capitalise on his mistake, and we end up getting past Albon barely. We wheel to wheel for a bit then, but we had better speed on the straight, and we're ahead and into P11.
Locked up, and it just gave us an opportunity to capitalise off his mistake through the chicane. I have.
Going to have DRS on Hulkenberg, so we're going to really gain on him. We're going to use our ERS mixed with our DRS, mixed with a very nice time down the straight. Another Hulkenberg-esque voice crack. We go around the outside into turn 2. We really squeeze Nico Hulkenberg, and I was surprised we didn't come together. And I'm ahead, and for the first time since Bahrain, I'm into the points, which was lovely. I was by myself until the last lap, so it was kind of just sad and lonely driving. I can't wait to get my capture card stream quick. Unless my Wi-Fi's back, it usually is on my PC. Come on, fight him. Oh, Esteban, stop! Oh, pulling out. Give me entertainment. My dad wish he'd done that. Alright, we're just gonna stay flat out through it. That was big balls. That was James Hunt-esque. Actually gonna come from. Get a good exit. No! Then as we start the last lap, we have DRS on Ocon and Norris. they finally decided to fight after a really long time. Into turn 2, they were wheel to wheel for a very long time. Ocon really squeezed Norris on the rumble strips, which means he had a bad exit and a bad entrance into turn 3 as we go around the outside into turn 4. We're ahead of Norris. Into 5 and 6, I look to go down the inside of Ocon. I think we touch. I'm not too sure. Ended up pulling out, made my damage a lot worse. Into the hairpin, but into the hairpin, we're right on Ocon. We're on his gearbox. We want to not have any more voice cracks, but here we are. We touch Ocon, our damage gets worse. We hit him again. At the time, I blamed him for this, but I think it was my fault. But for the first time since we were in Bahrain, we finally score points. That was the Imola Grand Prix. That was a beautiful race. It was a fun one to record and play and stream, because you know I stream this all live on Twitch. Link in the description. I really hope you follow it and make the streams even more entertaining for myself. But we end up finishing P8 in Imola. It was very good. I really enjoyed that. We ended up choosing a new sponsor, which was Distort, and then I went to the driver's market. I know it's only 4 races in even. I don't want to do an AlphaTauri and get rid of Nick De Vries halfway through the season, even if he was actually pure shit. Because at least Liam scored points, but we're in a midfield car. He should be at least finishing P8. I know I've also done very bad, so, it's kind of a Lawrence Stroll situation here. But either way, I start looking at new drivers. I looked at Yuki Tsunoda and Alex Albon. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one.